spirit of wisdom and understanding, of counsel and strength, of knowledge and fear of the Lord. And delight shall be the fear of the Lord. We often say that you are completing what we call the sacraments of initiation. It began many years ago in that beautiful sacrament of baptism, when you were immersed in the waters of baptism. And then you received Holy Communion, the Holy Eucharist, and now you're going to be confirmed. But it's not the end of your Christian formation, your faith formation. It's the beginning. So continue to learn about the faith and to love it. There's so much more to know and to share, okay? In the second reading today, that second reading was taken from Paul to the Corinthians. And I'm looking for the word that describes one of the theological virtues. We have one of them, there are three of them, we know, hope and love. But there's one that starts with an F, yes. Faith, give her a hand. Thank you, faith. And it says here, to one is given the spirit of the expression of wisdom, another the expression of knowledge according to the same spirit, another faith. Now, I can't give you faith. Father Pat, our deacons, your faith formators, your parents, your sponsors, we can't give you faith. We can teach you about the faith, but we can't give you faith. I can't make you believe that in a few moments when Pat and I are standing up here, we take that bread and wine and we place our hands on that bread and wine and we say those words of consecration, that bread and wine ceases to be bread and wine. Now it truly becomes the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus Christ. We can't make you believe that. That's faith. We can teach you about it because faith is a gift and it comes from God. And so we have to believe because we believe because God has given that to us. And we ask him to increase our faith, to truly believe him. And that's what Thomas was dealing with. He says, I will not believe it. But he came to believe. So continue to learn about the faith. And finally, the gospel reading today, I'm looking for a word. We have the Beatitudes, is what we call them. And the Beatitudes, I'm looking for a word that describes what we are made for. We are made for. We are made for this. What are we made for? It starts with an H. We're made to go there where Jesus is, where the saints are, where all of our loved ones are. We are made for heaven. Give him a hand. Thank you. Heaven. Made for heaven. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven. Blessed are the persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. We're made for heaven, and that's where we want to be. And so everything that we do here in this world today should point us toward heaven. So I have a question to ask all of you. How many of you want to go to heaven? Raise your hand. You mean there's some of you don't want to go to heaven? Okay, raise your hand. How many want to go? How many are ready to die right now together? That's what I was wondering. We have to die before we can go to heaven. And yes, physically, but we have to die to ourselves. Basically, we have to put on Christ, okay? That means daily we die and give ourselves, take up our cross and follow his footsteps. And the way we do that is by truly loving him completely. And tonight, the oil that I'm going to place on your forehead tonight has a name. We call that oil, It's a special oil. It is called, it has a special name. And you know the name of that oil, don't you? You know it. Yes. Chrism, give him a hand. Chrism, yes. The sacred chrism. As oil is very, very special. What I want you to do is smell it tonight. That's the same oil that was placed on you in baptism on the crown of your head by the priest or the deacon who baptized you. That oil is so special that it was placed in my hand, my brother priest hand, to make him a priest of Jesus Christ, to make us priests. How many years, Father Pat? How many years, priest? 20. 22. Give him a hand. 22 years. 22 years. How many years, priest, Father? 21. Give him a hand. 21 years. This May 8th, 25 years for me. I thank God for that gift.